Hi, Fred Westmeyer here. Went through boot camp at Parris Island in June of 1964. Matter of fact, as a result of going to the website, I found myself going back to this old book. I imagine they may still do something similar to this. Maybe you guys can let me know. But made me think about some of the additional stories about boot camp, and in particular did a post about the Colt 45. A classic military pistol. We were actually trained on the 45 in boot camp and got to fire it in boot camp out at the rifle range. It was a real kick to fire that puppy. But they always tell you the following story. And then I also have a story about grenade practice. I don't know if people still actually throw a live grenade during ITR, which is what we called it at Camp Geiger. But going back to the rifle range at Parris Island, we were taught how to shoot and take apart and handle the 45. And the classic story they always tell you is to make sure when you shoot that when you come back, you always lift up. Come back and you always lift up after you fired your weapon. That you don't do the following: come back and put it up here under your chin, because of course they tell you the story, whether it's true or not you don't know. Some recruit decided he would fire, look cool, come back, put it under his chin, and the 45 went off and of course blew the top of his head off. Who knows if that's true or not, but it certainly got the point across. The other story is about ITR, Infantry Training Regiment, that was up at Camp Geiger. I think they call it something else now. But you get to throw hand grenades and get to fire the M60, get to fire the Browning automatic rifle. At least we did back in 1964. Matter of fact, that was probably my favorite, was the BAR, the Browning automatic rifle. But talking about hand grenades, the classic story there is make sure when you pull the pin, you don't let the spoon rise up at all, that you hold it tight. And of course, the classic story is one of the recruits there, they tell you to pull the pin, put it against your chest like this, and then on the command you throw it. And of course, one of the recruits supposedly let the spoon fly, and he was so in tune to only doing what he was told that even though the spoon flew open and the grenade was in fact active, he didn't throw it in time and wound up blowing himself up. Obviously, I suspect it was another one of those stories taught to make a point, but either way, that's a couple more tales from my early days in Uncle Sam's Misguided Children, USMC.